Let's head into game number 1. Space versus Skipper as they take to Pokemon Stadium 2 and see which one of these players will come out on top.
Gets the whiff punish with the jab. He has the ink now, so he's really looking for an opening right now. If he gets it, he will do a lot of percent. Kind of weaving around each other, not willing to commit. So
No,
the ink is timed out.
Yeah, it was mostly just stalling for the ink, I think. But eventually Space does find that grab. These grabs have been phenomenal, both from Space and from Tarek. They've been really finding a lot of grabs against these Falcos.
It gets the 4 there, but it's not a strong hit, but it is enough to take the stop.
Just so clean. It's
so dominant as well. Gets in there to do the jab. Again, is ink, so Skipper kind of has to be on his toes to avoid that back air or any other opening.
Yeah. Yep, indeed.
Stuck in the corner for a good minute.
Yeah, it's just been aerials after aerials here from
the
Space.
Nair to 4 there.
You can see why Skipper is being so cautious. It's because after every single mishap, after every single mistake he made, he eats a gigantic punish. Does get the up tilt to back air this time, so there's some signs of life. But so far it's mostly been Space, and I love this so much. Just the splatter shot.
Is so good.
Splatter shot from the ledge is so good.
That spot dodge was so nice.
Yeah, tries to go for the roller, doesn't quite get it. Once again, a down smash. But Skipper trailing behind an entire stock already. Is it just too much? Is Space just too strong here in this first game?
To actually get some ink. Space like, I don't need ink to actually kill. There we go, he has some ink right now. But
what is he really going to be using it for? He just wants to keep on...
Splatter bomb.
Right, the splat bomb could be an important part of this ledge trap. Skipper eventually finds the back air that he needs and does find the 4 there to get the KO. But you know, it's still looking scary over there. 160% if 4 tilt will do it.
The 4 there from ledge will hit, but Skipper is having such a difficult time getting hits in on this slippery Inkling. The 4 tilt will actually matter there and get the kill.
Alright, Skipper just recovering to the ledge, does get grabbed for his troubles, and then once again we see a quick 30% on the blue bird. But
he has a good advantage there right now, but gets reversal and good 70% as well. Gets away by shooting past the ledge.
Forward air, Skipper is making it happen here. But too eager here, goes off stage, doesn't get spiked, but does get grabbed. The up throw is going to connect into the up air. So both those moves will be still. Doesn't need it, just hits the down smash, and Space takes game number 1 over Skipper. Well, and Space just continues his rampage through loser side, just immediately taking the first game, as he has been doing in all his sets so far.
I don't think I've seen him lose a game yet, just yet.
No. Nope. It doesn't seem like Space is in a losing mood today. So we'll head on to one of the battlefields. I believe it was Small Battlefield. As we load into the next game. Making sure you viewers have a beautiful song to listen to. Small Battlefield it is.
Small Battlefield it is. Oh, and we're seeing a switch to the Mario.
Ooh. So that's interesting. We haven't seen the Mario so far from Skipper. I was maybe suspecting the Roy, but it is going to be the Mario. Let's see how the Mario pans out here in game number 2. Immediately, a way better start here for Skipper.
Well, gets hit by the jab.
Okay, our crowd is making our crowd is loving the Mario. Skipper is loving it too. Already having a quick lead of 50, 60% even.
Looking so much better than the Falco.
It is looking better, but it might just be a change of pace for Space, as Space is slowly regaining some tempo in this game, getting some back airs, getting the up throw, getting the up air. He doesn't indeed.
Great
And
reflector to survive.
Skipper is on the ledge. Does make it back using the up smash, and the up smash is gonna KO. Great work here from Skipper. Only on 80%, so could very well be a Skipper game from here on out. Which was also interesting because if you look at recent sets, the most recent time they played was at Dutch Comic Con, which Skipper actually won. So it might be on the back of this Mario we haven't seen so far.
Alright. Edge guard situation, does not actually get it.
Back air, no, no
First
jump.
one won't, but the second will.
Yeah, easy does it. So, a jab from space will open up the second stock here from Skipper. Immediately Ink, up throw to up air, or
Hit the
up
forward
to
air.
neutral air.
Actually, up B hitting as well, but
Oh, that's some big percentage, and space just
it
says,
suddenly
okay,
evened it up.
you're,
Like that.
you're having fun with Mario? Okay, I'll just take away the fun. Splat bomb on the ledge here. Skipper will have to maneuver around that carefully. Doesn't do so. Gets hit by the forward air.
With the down smash not hitting anywhere close.
Walking back slowly, trying to forward smash, but it doesn't
not
quite.
actually connecting.
Nope. I think the rage was just a little bit too much there. Skipper going very deep for this edge guard, but it's so difficult to edge guard that Inkling of space.
And at this percent, we can probably see Mario kind of fishing for an up smash.
Ooh, both players on the edge of dying. That reflect on that splat bomb was so big. So Skipper will get to retain his advantage state. Just a bunch of jumps. No punish on that.
But
And
up smash
is
will
gonna do it.
Well, quickly followed by forward air. Difficult situation.
What is that?
What an angle.
And space just makes it back as Skipper misses his up B. And one of the craziest sequences so far. Space will take it, but Skipper has been looking very well so far in this game.
Looking for that combo starter once it gets the grab. Gets him on the platform but does not get the reward.
Up throw.
But who does get the reward is Space right now with the grab. But rapid shift the shield.
Up throw will lead into a neutral air, not into the forward air, but Space just keeps on the pressure, gets the flat bomb going. Skipper trying to make his way back to the middle of the stage, but can't do so quickly. We'll have to find a sneaky way back. Space reads his attempt and just continues his pressure. Oh!
Misses the tag, but
no
does not capitalize on it.
Could have been a very scary situation, but Space just ends the game right there and then. Big sigh of relief from the Inkling player as he takes home his second game. And Skipper, what is your next trick going to be? Is it going to be another Mario game?
I think it should be another Mario game.
I think so too. I think so too. It should be another Mario game. Looks very good.
The Skipper Toon Link.
No.
Toon Link?
It's not happening. It's not happening. It's going to be the Mario again. Space may have been considering maybe going for the Pyramithra, but in the end will go just for the Inkling just as normal. So it's just going to be once again Inkling versus Mario. This matchup, which seemed to be so good for Skipper, was just barely won by Space in the end. But
this time the start is in Space's favor, and it's
oh no!
Gets his combo starter while being inked. It's already done 75% damage. Make that 80. Well, Mario gets his combo starter, but doesn't really get that much.
Oh.
Never mind what I said. Mario does get a lot.
Oh, Mario is such a difficult character to gauge, because at some points it just feels like he could take a stock at any moment, and that's where the DI gets in. But the up throw up here, you can't really do anything about that, and that should be the first stock, the first roller of this set, and it's a deadly one.
Ooh.
Alright, Skipper just getting a couple more hits in up there.
It's still looking very competitive though.
It is looking competitive, but I think Space is slowly eking his head out, just slowly inching his way in, getting the jab, getting the ink, getting the splat bomb. It does get reflected, so Skipper does have
But he's
That
fully
going
inked
for
now,
it,
but
but it's
he's
fully inked. If a grab hits here, it's going to be a quick 30%. No grab though.
no, he's stuck at the ledge, but for how long?
Back air. Ooh.
And another jab. He just keeps hitting those.
Oh no, 108% full ink. That looks like a precarious situation right there.
It's uncharacteristic of Space to actually look for that up smash twice in a row right there.
Yeah.
You know, he has the stock to work with. He can throw out the stuff and get away with it.
Yeah, he does have a stock to work with hardly any ink, so if he gets something going here, he's gonna have to recharge his ink as well. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for him.
Just a throw up air will do it. No ink needed for that.
Yeah, and that's just the break he needed to fully refill his ink tank, and this is starting to look like a very, very difficult game for Skipper. Does get the super jump punch, but it will not do much, as it will not connect, it will not get the KO, and Skipper is just starting to trail behind more and more.
So much struggle finding that kill, to the point where just a reversal up air actually did it, instead of a pressure situation. Well, gets his combo starter. Not much out of it though.
No, up throw will lead into the up air. Back air will attack on some more percentage, and Skipper
goes for the forward air, but misses by slightly so.
Skipper tries to go for slam dunk here, tries to go for forward air smash, does get rollered for his troubles.
But
so
no reward out of it, but that rapid jab will be the reward.
Yeah, it will be the reward indeed, and even the splat bomb. 108% full ink. It's starting to look
He's
very,
probably going to start
very
looking
difficult.
for that up air anytime soon. The down air will not kill just yet.
Space looking for what seems to be his ticket into the grand final. But Skipper is resilient and will make it back, will push Space to the edge, tries to go for the ledge, for the edge guard here with a neutral air, and the back air will do it.
He will make it to the last stock, but can he make up this deficit? It's 135%. Almost anything will kill now, even though it's Inkling.
Okay, down air will not lead to much more, but this throw will do it, and the crowd erupts as he looks for the forward air.
By such small margin.
Will not connect, so Space gets another chance. 148%, just needs one more hit. The jab will not do it. The forward throw is not gonna do it as he throws out the splat bomb. Tries to go for the back air, tries to find something. Skipper makes his way back. The back air not gonna do it just yet.
Will get back to the ledge, but how will he get off of his ledge? It's been such a struggle for him.
It has been such a struggle, but does so successfully. This might be the opening. Skipper has been looking for the down air. Will connect. Space needs to find a way back to the land. Skipper is not letting this man land, but the back air just barely hits him. Skipper back on the ledge. 194%. And it's the up smash where Skipper finds the hit. And Space loses his first game in this top 8.
This is the first game Space has actually dropped in this top 8.
That's insane.
Skipper was down, but he was not out.
That's insane. After trailing behind the stock the entire set, this time the Mario makes it happen, and it feels like this might be what Skipper needed to make it back into the set. But it is going to be Pokemon.
Bowser lifted to 100. Apparently Mario can do it as well.
Yeah, it could be indeed. Pokemon Stadium 2 is going to be Space's counter pick. Like we said earlier, it's 2 times Space's counter pick now. So first, Pokemon Stadium will be the choice. Pyra Mifra is going to be the choice too. So I'm assuming it's going to be the Mario,
yeah,
where
it's going to be the Mario,
where Space had the counter pick, the character counter pick, and the stage counter pick, and it's going to be very difficult for Skipper to make his way past a Space counter pick twice. But if anyone can do it, it's going to be Space. Alright, just both players taking their time, figuring out what they need to do differently, going over their notes, things like maybe some kill percentages, some setups you can do on the characters, probably prepare this match extensively. So there's a lot to go over. Skipper just taking his time.
Taking his time.
Also just checking his notes on the players individually. It's not just matchup notes, it's also just habits that the players have.
Well,
And we are headed.
this on paper sounds like a very difficult matchup for Mario.
It does. I don't see how Mario gets his advantages in this game, but maybe Skipper will be the one to show it to us as we're headed into game number 4, where Space is up against Skipper here with the Pyromithra. Our crowd is still not tired of this, of
they
this
really
Mario
like, they
gameplay.
really like Mario.
They really like Mario, and who can blame them? Who can blame them?
I mean, after that last match, who doesn't love Mario?
I mean, and yeah, and it's such a breath of fresh air after all the Falcos we've been having in this top 8.
Well,
in this top 8.
Who really could use a breath of fresh air is that Mario, because he's stuck in disadvantage for another 100%. Well, gets the reversal.
Up air will not lead into the forward air.
But the back air
will do it eventually. And that's just the big difference between a character like Pyromithra and Mario. Of course, you have the neutral, which is probably better. But also, you have the giant killing moves, which are so hard for Mario to deal with. With Mario, he doesn't really have any disjoints, so he has to resort to like
wish punishing.
The flood to get some semblance of stage control back. But you aren't going to be able to charge that when you have Mithra just
being Sonic with a sword.
Yeah, exactly. So difficult for Mario to deal with. But Skipper does it, gets the dash attack. I think he doesn't do it.
Nah, this is looking so rough. Which is probably why he didn't start with the Mario.
Yeah, I think that's also kind of what happened in their previous sets, right? Where first game, the Falco maybe he won, and then he just went to play Mario onwards. But Skipper showing signs of life here. Trying to get that first KO going to get himself on the board.
Skipper is already at kill percent himself as well, so just one mistake will cost the stock. However, that spot dodge on the grab was great.
The tried and true up smash will do it, but also that up tilt for Space will also secure the stock here. And now it's Skipper on his final stock. Space still has 2 to work with.
Yeah, and it's 2 fresh stocks as well, so this is going to be a very difficult mountain to glide for Skipper. Already in disadvantage, just eating like 50 if not more damage.
Up tilt, up tilt, up tilt to up air, to forward air. It just keeps on going, and Pyrak comes out to play as well. And even now, it's so hard for Mario, despite the lack of movement speed, despite the lack of frame data. So hard for Mario to deal with, but Skipper is showing some back airs. Does get hit by the forward air though. Another one.
Off stage.
Could be the end of Skipper's life here, but he manages to shield the down smash, and he gets the back throw. Oh dear, this is not looking good, and that back air is going to secure Space's spot in the finals, where he has to face off against Tariq. But a well-deserved applause for our Mario player here, who has been entertaining our crowd for a solid 3 games straight. Wahoo! Are you joining in now? I thought you were on my side. I'm trying